record it and I'll upload it to YouTube after this. And
Sounds good.
not even worry about it.
Yep. We can have some sweet
It's all
transition
the Russians.
edits.
It's all the Russians on the internet.
They're all
right.
watching senators play Among Us.
So, you guys found a quick companion in what was his name? Noah's character,
Dak?
Dak.
Dak.
Yes. Who was on a mission for something. You had a brief conversation with a half-orc female and found out that someone just jumped into a little swamp bog. You decided to jump down in there after seeing some lizard men and follow them into their lair, where you battled them and some evil creature that was coming through a rift. Upon the completion of the battle, it started over as another one jumped through the rift. Then you guys defeated that and pretty much imploded this whole cavern system and left your mark on Othmore, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing. You did help the village. You had a conversation with the lady of the town. Drank a lot of cheap ale and wine. Found some sleep, and for most of you did, and woke up the next day somewhat recharged and heading out towards your final destination of this path, which was Oth. A couple hours into your journey through this super dense forest, to the point where you guys know it's morning, but it almost feels like sunset. It is dim. It is still humid and sticky, and there are mosquitoes coming around. When you crest this little hill and look down this windy path, and about 100 feet ahead of you, you can see this same carriage, well, a similar make of carriage with the Clovis Concord decorations on the side, tipped on its side. One wheel seems to be broken off, and you can see 4 what looks to be humanoids from your distance in armor laying on the ground. So with that being said, the day is yours. What would you like to do?
It looks similar to the one that left Othmore, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Very similar. You are still 100 feet back from this, and you have to crest down this little slope.
And we don't see anything else in the vicinity?
Make a perception check.
Assist with that?
That's a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Red.
No. That's at 8.
8? Yeah, I mean, it's dim. It's hard to make out any details from this distance.
It's still like on the edge of the forest then?
No, you're still in the middle of this forest, and I mean, this path is probably like a 15-foot circle, almost, like with the path is big enough for a cart to go by, but that's about it.
And what's her? I can never remember her name, but she's with us, right?
Antonia. Yeah. Antonia? Yes.
Antonia's with us. Okay.
I promise.
Connell.
I will have your back this time.
Perhaps a little light would help.
Hold on 1 minute, Alton. Does this look like a trap to you? I don't
No,
see anybody
it
around.
doesn't.
Not talking. Nope, not you.
You all stay here and I'll take a closer look.
That's a good idea.
And I'll sneak off
Okay.
to go towards the...
Hey, how? Let me Alton, 1 second. I mean, not Alton, Connell, 1 second.
Just frozen.
Yes, did you need something, Quinn?
I'm gonna set off my Eldritch. I'm not gonna do that actually because I might make a sound or something. So never mind. Just go.
So I'll sneak off then.
Okay, give me a stealth check, please.
Is that a 9 or 6? It's a 6. So 16.
16. Okay. And yeah.
I don't need to get right up to it.
Okay.
Just I want to get close enough that I'm not in the path, but still like in the trees, kind of.
Okay. As you approach, make a perception check.
One. Stay quiet.
What I can? Oh, it's right there. 21.
21. All right. Awesome. As you approach, you get 30 feet away from it, and you can see. Excuse me. The cart is pushed on the left side of the path. As you're sticking to the sides. It's on, we'll call it the east side, or wait, no, this would be the west side of the path. One wheel is definitely busted right off of the axle. You can start to see out of like the east hand side of this like tunnel almost a couple bigger holes, like broken branches and some drag marks, and a couple huge sets of footprints, probably at least twice as big as yours, if not bigger than the size of your footprint. You do notice that as you get closer, the suits of armor are empty, and they're just like stacked there. It appears that it's been at least probably 14 hours since they left Othmore, because they left the night before, and it looks like they were ambushed and something big pushed over, or something like that. Do you peek in the cart? Are you gonna get that close?
Before I get that close, does it look like there's still an ambush ready, or is there anything like in the path that looks like it might?
With your perception check, the forest is relatively quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sneak up to the cart and I want to take a peek in.
Okay. Upon looking in the cart, which the back door is completely like busted off, and just some of the canvas that went over the top as it turned over is just covering the opening, and you peel it up, and there's a couple baskets in there, like tossed and turned, and you can see some kind of rations. Just squished and splattered all over the place. You also do see a blood trail, like a little pool of blood on the bottom of which would be the left side of this cart, and it just gets dragged. It goes from the center out towards where you are. So it's like someone pulled somebody out of here.
Gotcha. And you said the armor's empty, all that stuff. There's nothing else around.
There's no bodies in there. And as you get closer, now that and you did cast light, you see like the armor.
How far away are we?
Well, no, actually, from your distance, you wouldn't see it. Just Connell.
Yeah.
Right. It looks like when you were at the top of the hill, it looked like they could just be dead and laying there. But as you get closer, upon further inspection, it's just kind of like a little kid tried to lay out clothes.
I'm going to turn back and go to the party.
Okay.
What'd you see?
Well, the good news is there's no bodies.
That's the good news.
That's the best news probably in that situation, yeah. So, and I'll just explain how there's drag marks and the blood trail leading to the big openings, and I'll also mention the big footprints and all that stuff.
Connell, we need to work on your definition of good news.
I mean, yeah, probably, but overall, it's not so bad.
Yet.
Did I recognize the cart when I was up next to it? I forgot to ask.
Yes,
Was it the same one?
it was the same one.
Okay. So other thing, that cart was the one I saw, because I explained to you guys in the tavern.
Yeah.
So
Now I know why you think it's good news.
could be.
Well, you said there were large footprints.
Very large. And I'll like kind of stick out my foot on, kind of give an idea.
I'll look over at Antonia and I'll look at the party and say, I don't think we can afford to ignore this.
Well, good news is,
Hmm.
thing is, if she's alive, she could owe us a favor.
You're not wrong. But we ignore this, we keep going. Who knows what's out there? Better we find it when we're looking for it.
Why don't you all go ahead and roll me a history check, please?
At disadvantage.
Yes.
Oof, rough. That's rough. 4.
15 for me.
15?
19
Nice.
for
So
Marlo.
15.
15?
That's a 9.
What'd you roll, Connell?
9.
Alright, so anybody over a 12, actually a 10 would probably be just appropriate for this. You did hear a little talk around Othmore that the travel to and from Oth to Othmore has been less traveled lately. And you start putting two and two together, possibly.
Said
So
No idea, I'll
does
just
this
be
look
showing
like a
my foot.
beast or some type of creature?
Said
Yeah.
they were humanoid footprints.
Were they humanoid footprints or creature?
It
Or
wasn't.
can we just go and investigate them?
Yeah, let's go down.
Yeah.
Let's go down there.
Let's go take a look.
Perhaps now is a good time for light.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Okay.
Let's try to be as quiet as possible.
Okay, if you are trying to be quiet, everybody roll me a stealth check.
I'm going. Before we do that, can I cast? Hold on. Pass without a trace.
Thank you.
What's that plus 10?
But that's plus 10, right?
Plus 10, yes.
Considering my disadvantage. Oh, double 10s. So 20.
Okay.
I'm-
What are your
17.
guys' passive perception? Just because I need to fucking make cards and hang them on my wall of you guys.
Quinn has 15.
15.
14
Sure.
for Marlo.
17.
Okay.
12.
13.
13. Awesome. Thank you. And what were the stealth rolls?
What?
20 for Quinn.
21 for Dorspira.
Ooh.
17 for Marlo.
17 here as well.
17. Okay.
I got a natural 20.
Oh god.
Oh,
Dude, so did I, but I have disadvantage. I really want to say 30.
I have disadvantage as well.
So
Well, you don't have disadvantage for being.
I actually would have had
Me.
disadvantage anyways. I have half plate armor on, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
unlike in the village, you guys see Connell is a little bit more in his element. And as soon as you get done casting Pass Without a Trace, you can't see Connell.
Fuck, we're supposed to be following you.
Where'd he go?
And I'll just say, over here. And just.
Jeez.
He's got like full camo and everything on.
Just a guy suit.
I could see
So-
better if there was a light source.
Just follow the sound of our voice, Alton.
I mean, it's not dark. It's just dim. It's definitely.
He's
It's
old.
not. It's not. I don't want you to get the impression that I'm saying that it's like nighttime. It's just a lot-
Sunset. Sunset
Yeah,
light. It's
yeah,
dim.
Yeah.
Dim light.
Dim. So you guys approach the wreckage and take it
Yeah.
all in. Who's investigating, and what are you investigating for?
I mean, I'll give it a shot, but I want to take a look at the armor.
I want to take a look at the footprints.
Okay.
Is there anything I could search for in the carriage itself?
Make an investigation roll for searching in the carriage. Same with you two. With what
I don't know why I'm trying to roll that's anything.
I mean, the armor looks like standard guard armor for the Clovis Concord. It's
15 for
nice.
Marlowe.
It's not top notch, but you know,
That's useful.
it's armor.
What kind of armor is it?
This would be studded leather, and there's a
Alton.
couple shields. There's 2 shields that you see.
Alton, put this in your bag, and I'll give him the set of the Clovis Concord studded leather.
Zelazor.
This will be useful later.
Well, certainly, but right, I'm busy searching this carriage.
Yes.
Alton,
Wait,
shut the fuck up.
Hey,
and put this in your
Marlo,
bag.
what'd you roll for your investigation?
I'll put it in the bag.
A 15.
A 15? They're
Yes.
big footprints.
Marlo's like putting her hand in there.
Yeah,
and then her
yeah,
foot
you're
just
putting your hand, you're putting your other hand, you're like moving your elbow, and it's still like you can fit all of that in this.
Can she lay down in it?
No, it's not that big. But I mean, you
Okay.
could lay down, but you can't fit your whole body into the.
Okay.
So we're Tim's saying. So we're talking like not giant size, but like
It's at least
Orc
smaller
size.
than 3.5 feet.
fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's
The foot,
useful
the foot
information.
that is.
And humanoid.
Yeah, it's not a beast of anything.
Okay.
I mean,
And
you'd be able to tell that from the investigation roll. You don't have.
I'm asking questions. I'm not rolling. Do they go off in a direction? Does anybody know? I probably don't.
Saw them going off towards the drag marks.
Yeah.
So they are
the
drag marks are to the east side.
east side of the trail. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we should go.
And
Before we go, I'm
One
going to
sec,
take
I'm
one
still
of the.
searching.
yeah,
Alton, you're
what was
so
your-
slow.
What did
24.
24. Okay. As you peer into the back of the carriage, I mean, you've lived in this area for a while, and you hold a position where you know of the levels of the Clovis Concord, and you know that something has to be in here. So you start looking around, and just below the seat that's now sideways, you know, you move a couple broken pieces of like the beams, the studs that held the canvas up, and you slide a door up, and underneath that you find a scroll. Not like on nice paper like you're used to. Almost like it was like a message to be delivered or an order or something. Tied with a little piece of string. Kind of crumpled on one side of it as it took some damage from this. And also underneath there, you find a pouch. A pouch of gold. And from quick examining of it, it looks to be roughly 50 pieces.
Alton, quit resting. We need to go.
1 second, I was just catching my breath. Can I read the scroll?
Okay, so you unfurl the scroll, and it is a note addressed to Count Elisha Yenora. It appears to be, because I'm not super wordy and stuff, a letter directing her and giving her authority to move freely and off as they're investigating what they think is a string of a myriad, what's the word I'm looking for?
Abductions,
Infiltrators into the Zelizo and the Clovis Concord.
tracks.
And
Hey.
it is addressed. It's not addressed to Count Yunora. It is
Connell,
addressed to.
you said you recognized one of the guards, right? That they were possibly Myriad. That was with her.
Some jobs with him before.
Say that again.
I've done some jobs with him before. Yeah.
Wonder if he's one of the ones who took the brunt end of this force.
It is
If not,
addressed to Marquis Mata Laufa. And I totally fucked that up. Thank you, Matt Mercer. It's Marquis, M-A-T-A is the first name.
Yeah, I got that.
And the last name is L-A-A-U-A-F-U. Lau Afu. I own.
well, Connell, as I was saying, if he didn't die in this, we might have some questions for him.
News, yes. We probably should try and find them.
Is there a blood trail near the where we are?
Connell pointed out that there was a little bit of a blood trail that came out of the back of the carriage, and now as you look up from inspecting these big footprints, you can see these two large shapes, almost like the Kool-Aid Man and the Kool-Aid Man Jr. One is a little bit smaller, but whatever it is, it doesn't appear to be stealthy by any means, and it just plowed through this. And
Andy, you said we're in dim.
Oh yeah.
You said we're in dim light.
dim light, yes.
All right. I will not take off that cloak. I will keep that on.
Okay.
Or anything while Alton's searching everything. Can I grab one of those studded leathers?
Yeah, easy enough.
That's gonna be useful later.
There are some decorative, almost, it's not like a breastplate, but it's like plates of metal that are adorned to them. It doesn't do anything real for your AC. It's more decorative guard wear. So
Let's go.
The red blobs, was that just blood?
it was, yeah, just blood.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
Stuff.
we Connell lead the way.
Yeah. Towards the drives.
Okay. So make me an acrobatics check just to try to get in. The clearing is not so much at the base. There's 4 feet up is when you see this break in the shrubs.
We're all doing.
Yeah, just to jump over there to see how well you can traverse over through the vines and the broken branches and athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll do
At
acrobatics.
disadvantage. That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Double 20s
That's sick.
for
I got 24.
23.
23? Okay.
24.
24?
Sick.
21 in athletics for me.
Okay.
A 21 acrobatics.
Wow.
I'm very spry.
I'm tired of shit and I still did good. I'm excited.
This is non-magical terrain, right?
Yeah.
Difficult terrain. Okay. I rolled a 10.
A 10? Okay. So Connell, you traverse over first, just finding one branch that sticks out, putting your foot in there, and kind of jumping up When you get to the hole, it is like a solid 18 inches thick that you are going through. You kind of have to duck down a little bit and move through it, and you get down to the other side of it. It's just vines and like dead trees and little saplings, and it's just very thick and difficult to move through after. The rest of you make it over. Marlo, as you go to like climb up, you start to slip, and Quinn reaches down and grabs your arm and he pulls you up and assists you off to the other side of it. And
Thank you,
Dorspira,
Queen.
just muscle up and get over.
No one's getting left behind.
No.
You'd think with Marlowe's like tree timber walk or land stride, she'd make it through difficult terrain, but not today. We all have our days.
Well, traversing the rest of this will be relatively easy for you because you don't have to do a lot of climbing and stuff like that. This is more just finding the easiest path or the path of least resistance. So, whoever's up front leading, and I'm guessing you're going to follow whatever you can.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, can Marlo kind of push up front, and while she's doing this, anamorph into a wolf and try and smell any sort of scent?
Easy enough. So you wild shape into a wolf. Make me a perception check.
That's at advantage, right? Oh well.
Well, if
Yeah,
you-
it is. I rolled a 1, so I'm gonna use my lucky feats.
Can I get a full marching order when this
Yeah.
is done?
Actually,
It's a 21.
I assume it's Marlo, Connell,
Yep.
me, Alton, Dorspira.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Thank God for lucky, man.
It's
a
pretty
21.
lucky.
a 21.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dorspira. Alright. And Antonio is actually gonna stand.
Actually, Dorspira, do you want to? I can hang back with Alton if you want to go a little more ahead.
I can take
I
up
got-
here, no problem.
I'm saying I got the range, so
Okay, I'll hang out with
Yeah.
all of them then.
Dorspira and I will switch spots.
Yeah.
Okay, and where's Antonia?
She's all the way in the back.
Okay.
But she did follow you guys into this.
I just figured, Ethan, if we get into shit, you'll be a little bit closer.
So with the 21, you managed not to get off the track. The challenging part is finding a way where you're not making a lot of noise. But with the 21, you managed to get close to it. You can start to hear faintly, "You're stupid. Stupid. No, you stupid." And you hear just like this very low, like two people arguing.
Marlo's gonna like turn her head back like a dog, just like giving side eye to the back and give a little low snarl, just to try and give everyone a heads up of that there's someone in the area. Just a low.
Connell, as she turns her head to you and does those actions, you can hear like a male voice just scream in pain. Ah! Yeah, just off, like straight ahead of you guys. Probably another 150 feet away, tops. 100 feet, I'd say.
Okay. Now, do we see a clearing or anything like that, or just hear it from a distance.
You just hear it from a distance. It's still just like branches and vines and leaning trees, and you guys are just, it's a very extremely, it's a slow hike, and you're just having to find the places and move around while trying to be quiet. Actually, that's a great point. Another stealth check. Pass without a trace is still on. It's been less than 10 minutes.
17.
Actually, do you maintain your spells while you're in wild shape?
I think you can, as long as you cast it before, I think you can maintain concentration.
Okay.
I'll double check that though.
I'm almost positive as well, but I don't know druids very well, so.
Right.
My druid never wild shaped, so I'm not entirely sure, but.
And yeah, so what's everybody's stealth this time?
Well,
You can maintain concentration, from what I understand.
All right, Alton,
28.
Connell,
37.
Dorspira,
15.
Marlo,
29.
and Quinn,
17.
17. All right. And Marlo, why don't you go ahead and roll me one more perception check, just to follow the trail.
Oh God. Is this a one with smell?
Yep. If
Just
that's
so
what
I
you're,
can-
if
Yep.
that's how you're tracking them.
Ooh. It's a 13 and a 1, so it's definitely a 13 plus. You said perception 4, that's a 17.
17? Okay.
Yeah.
A couple more minutes of traversing through this very dense, thick forest, and it does start to open up just a little. And about 75 feet away, you can make out some vague shapes. You see, the first thing you see is this rundown, like old wooden fence that has vines wrapped all around, in between the post and the rails. And as you get like another 10 feet closer, you could see some old tombstones. Like this is a little graveyard. And once you peer past that, you guys can see three like circular buildings that have been long taken care of. It's been a long time since they've been taken care of. I wouldn't necessarily call them ruins, more just maybe decades of being run down in this environment has caused the bricks to fall over and the roofs to be off. There's a bunch of trees, and right in the center you can see just a little fire starting, and these two, like in this light skinned, almost green, one stands about 9 feet tall and the other one stands about 11 and a half feet tall. Here, let me flip this around
Hey,
for you.
Andy, I have a DM question because I don't think we ever did. We never made an actual item on D&D Beyond for my ring, right?
For your ring?
Yeah,
What ring is that?
the one that I can hold people in.
Did we not?
No, I don't think we did. I just started looking for it. It was a medium creature, though, right?
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Okay.
I know it was a wisdom save versus my DC, which sucks. But
Here.
Ooh. Beautiful. That is beautiful.
Wow.
dude, I have to say, like the town one that you did
Saturday.
last Saturday was good, but this might be my favorite. Weird. I click on you to go big,
Here.
and I get nothing.
Let me bring it big for you guys.
You might be
Unfortunately-
clicking the wrong cam.
Make it big for us, Daddy.
No,
Oh,
I'm
now
clicking
it's not.
big.
It's not gonna make it big for anybody because we're not
No.
on frickin' Twitch. So you guys will just have to double click me.
Yeah. But for
So,
some
here,
reason,
let
when I
me
do,
move
I'm
this
getting nothing.
back a little bit.
Oh, that's with everybody. Maybe it's because I'm popped out. Give me 1 second.
And
During all this, Marlo is going to point her dog in the direction of all of this.
Wow, it just got really sharp for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was trying to do like some cool fucking lighting, but you know what? I'll just brighten it up so you guys
got
can
that
see better.
8K.
That
Alright.
is super nice, Andy.
So hold on 1 second. Let me grab.
Oh, I got prematurely excited, but I'm still excited. I heard two. Wait, so what is that? Is that an ogre?
They're two Shreks, as Ethan put it.
Okay,
Alright,
so
I
when I
heard
heard two
it was
voices,
Kool-Aid Man and Kool-Aid Man Jr.
I thought I was totally thinking we were fighting some Ettins. I was excited.
All right.
Some what?
Ettins, you know, the two-headed.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah, no. I printed that mini out too. I should have used it.
It's all good. It's all good. I love it.
All right, so we'll say.
Arlo,
Oh shit!
turn into a donkey.
Get out of my swamp.
Get out the
Is that smoke over there?
His house is just actually on fire.
Oh, the white stuff.
It's because Doggy's wife
think so.
came to hang out.
Yeah,
Had kids.
back there.
There's a third ogre practicing 420 in the
I'm just gonna.
What the fuck are you all doing?
Okay,
Smoking
All right.
green in the
I'm
greens.
hotboxing in here.
so as you guys.
Looks like green's back on the menu, boys.
Green. Oh, yes.
Well done, Terry. Well done.
That was
Hey, if you take enough swings,
Marvelous.
sometimes you'll connect.
All right.
well.
So here we can go all the way back.
Wolf.
So this is where you guys currently are. You're about 30 feet from this.
Is Antonia there?
Yes, Antonia is in the back.
Okay, wait.
Um,
Hold on. Durspare and I need to be switched.
Yeah.
He was up front.
Oh.
He was in the middle. I was in the back.
say more like that. They are still. So you can make out two large creatures standing over this way, and Connell, you hear coming out from this building in the far back, another voice. Good, yes, get that fire going. I am hungry, as so are you. My ladies are hungry too. And as you hear that,
Does anybody have any onions?
you can see this massive spider just crest over this ruin.
But
Probably taking up like a 10-foot section of space. And just
why'd it
Aragon.
have to be spiders?
Or She-Lab.
Let's see. Why don't we go ahead?
Everyone huddle up. Let's make a plan real quick.
Huddle up.
Woof 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 woof.
We're leaving, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, we all know it's gonna devolve into our usual, but we have an upper hand. So we could at least make the first move.
I mean, I typically make the first move.
I think
But
it might be a good
now
idea
we
if
could
get in
time
a
it with
position.
that. Connell, perhaps if there was a way you could position yourself for the perfect strike, and when
Shouldn't be an issue.
ready, somehow Quinn could open up, or perhaps Quinn could open fire and draw him into the perfect strike where Connell was lying ready to slit the throat of that giant monster.
Well, there's more voices inside though too.
Yeah.
He said his ladies.
Well, did the spider come from that area or no? Was it a different ruin?
Yes.
I think his ladies are his eight-legged friends.
Why don't
I believe so as well. As you know, all spiders are female.
Marlo goes
know
bow
that.
wow to Alton.
why don't I go scout it out
A
first?
snappy bow
See if I
wow.
can see at least where the prisoners are, or if there are
I think
still
that's
alive.
That's a wise idea, but just bear in mind he said ladies as in plural. So we at least have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players on the board, not
And I'll
including prisoners.
As soon as he says ladies, I'll just nudge Dospira a little bit.
Will it be death by snoo snoo?
So creepy. Ladies.
Quinn, do you have anything that you could use that could make very large blasts?
Actually, not. I mean, I have my gun.
Marlowe, anything?
I actually have something that can make a lot of noise.
Marlo gives you the
Actually-
look like she could be of use as a distraction, and then not much else in this form.
I could do thunder. I could do a thunder wave. I could do. I got a pew pew blast.
I'm looking for fire.
I got a scorching ray.
Perfect.
That uses like one of my 2 second-level spell slots for sure.
Well, just hang on to it.
I'll just look at Quinn, and I'll just
Fuck you looking at?
give him a nod, and just sneak off.
The
The fuck's that supposed to mean? Who the fuck? What? Okay, bye.
He'll know to wait for the
I
signal.
have no fucking clue what he wanted.
Explain to me what you want to do for this.
I basically just want to sneak around and just kind of get a better idea of
Which
the
way
campsite.
would you like to go?
I'm thinking it's probably better to go around to our east.
So,
So to the east of the map.
so like this way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And give me another stealth check as you are doing a separate task now.
And do we still have Pass Without Trace?
I think so. All right, what do you think? Is it getting close?
Marlo, roll me a d20. If it's 1 to 10, it's been over 10 minutes. 11 and up, it's been under 10 minutes.
It's a 13.
So you're just on the crisp of the
Cusp.
the tail end, yeah, the cusp. So you still get
All right. It's a 34.
34. Okay. All right.
Oh man, I really needed that.
I didn't.
So you walk around here. Actually, why don't I see what I can do with this for you? You go around this way. Right
See a
here,
giant head.
you can see
Yep.
a dead person right here. Oh wait, which one is it? There. You can, or not dead, but just knocked prone and in a web right here.
Okay.
This one. You can see as you get around to this side, like to this part of the building, you can see a smaller but still extremely large spider right here.
Okay.
Roll me a
Alton,
perception check.
Alton, I do have this. I can make a tiny
Net-
non-magical object that can make sound or visual effects.
It's a natural 20 with +7, so 27.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
Move some of this over.
I see everything.
You can see a guard that looks somewhat familiar to you over on this side on the ground, spun up in webs, and 2 other guards underneath this, in this, like the bottom tier of this spider web over here. You do.
Do they look alive?
It's really hard to make out between this light and the distance, and them being bound up by these webs. You do see one guard that just was ripped right in half by the ogres, and they have 2 like small trees shoved into the ground, and they have this guard just starting to roast over
Spit
this
roast.
fire. And you see the countess over by this big tree over here, wrapped up in webs and on the ground. Do you want to continue? Do you want to search out anywhere else?
What's on the other side of the tower next to me?
This?
Yeah.
So you move.
Yeah, I want to go around that back way.
All right. So as soon as you crest the back side of this wall, you can see another guard wrapped up in cobwebs dangling off of the second level of this building, and these two long, thin spider legs that have like this reddish hue to like the bottom 4 feet of them as they're just spinning this soldier, and you see a guy all the way over, looks humanoid,
Okay.
with a little lantern in his hand and a long staff that the top of it like arches over and is black.
Okay. Is that he's in the cavern there
He's like
behind the ogres? Yeah,
yeah,
right
yeah.
there. And where was the big spider? Just to be sure.
The biggest
So there's
one was on this side.
okay. So I see. Let me just get this right. I see 3 spiders, 2 ogres, and the 1 humanoid
Yes.
with the staff.
Yes, currently.
Okay. I am going to go back to the party,
Okay.
relay the information.
All right.
So here's the thing. We've got 3 spiders, 2 large as fuck creatures, and 1 kind of average guy with a staff.
So not only are they ogres and spiders, but we're outnumbered.
I kind of like those odds.
This would be a very good exercise in crowd control.
This would be a very good exercise in dying.
But I did see the Countess. I saw multiple guards, and I did see one other one getting currently wrapped up by a spider.
Excellent.
So-
It'll be even easier to kill.
Oh,
Wait.
well, those are the ones that we're saving.
I was kidding.
Oh, the spider.
Salt and nuts,
We
not the time.
Sometimes
We just kind of look at him like,
you
what?
all get so caught up, I thought that... Well, never mind.
Need to work on your timing.
Would anyone
I
like
think-
a hard toffee?
Yes. I'd like a last meal before I die.
I think our best bet would be to kind of pull them out. Not necessarily single file, but
So I can do. I got this thing that I can do. It's my magical tinkering. I can imbue a tiny non-magical object with magical properties of your choice. 5-foot radius light, up to 6 seconds long recorded up to 6 seconds long recorded message. It can emit an odor or non-verbal sound, or a static visual effect, including 25 words of text, which probably they can't read, so that's probably not a good thing. But
I do have an idea.
all right.
What if I stand on the... I'll talk about the eastern side of the map, where it kind of went around.
Okay.
What if I stand here, create a distraction to funnel them between the tree and the fence?
Connell, your work is better done unseen. I don't think you need to be the one
Oh.
making a distraction.
No. It doesn't have to be me. I can
Okay.
remain unseen.
Good.
That way we can
I-
kind of...
Once we get them into a sort of kill zone, I can pull them into path. I can hold them down. And I could lift them up and drop them.
I think.
You see Antonia just pull out of the ether a bigger than average glaive.
That's not intimidating at all. And I just pull out my little pistol. I'll distract him.
No. Let me do it. And I'm already just taking off to go off to the side. I'll sneak off.
Okay. Are we staying here?
I
Yeah.
might want to get a little bit closer. into position.
Which way?
I want to. Yeah, I want to sneak off behind that tree to the east side.
Okay.
The one back behind me.
All right.
Yep,
Back
right
here?
there. And I'll kind of just look back at the group and wait to see if they're in position.
All right.
I'm assuming they want to move up a little bit.
I would like to sort of propose we stage duck down hidden by the cemetery fence.
So like over here.
Yes. That's
Okay,
good
he
enough
said.
for me.
Can I make a suggestion? He said somebody with a staff. I don't think we should cluster up.
That's true.
If Quinn can, he could. I'll try to go over towards that tree, maybe
Over
on the
here?
opposite end of the map. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And I got my Eldritch Cannon walking behind me as well. Actually, no. I'm gonna leave my Eldritch Cannon next to Alton.
Okay. Dorspira and Marlo, where would you like to go?
Marla is gonna come out of her wild shape,
Okay.
and
That guy.
she's gonna stay kind of close near Alton, kind of to the right of him.
Okay. Like over here.
And
A
is
little
that-
bit more left, just a slight bit. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Right there.
And
I just have
Dorspira.
Is that guy over me? Did I see him?
That was this guy? That's Antonio.
That's in,
Oh, okay.
In
Okay, I'm
human
like, oh
form.
my god.
And no, she
I just-
rolled like a 26 on her stealth. So she just
Word.
snuck behind you and gets over to the other side of the street.
Definitely surprised me.
Yeah. All right. Did one of those tap you on the like right shoulder and move to your left?
A highly explosive firearm. Not a good idea.
All right.
I think I'm going to be like, I don't think this works out, but almost in line with Quinn, kind of like in the front corner of the presumable graveyard.
Yeah, moving up closer to the graveyard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So before all of this happens, and you guys do this, you have now strategically placed yourselves on the map. I need everybody to roll one more stealth check.
real quick, Andy.
Yeah.
Can I just change my position to the tree in front of the little one? Sorry.
And that's without passive, without trace.
Pass without a trace is now worn off, and you guys are spread out. I just want to see how well you guys maneuver to these positions, because you are. I mean, you're still
That's okay.
40 feet away or so from.
I got a 16 with disadvantage. That's not bad.
Okay.
15 for Marlo.
All right.
Yeah, this disadvantage sucks.
Connell,
Yeah, I got a 3.
a 3. Okay.
13 here.
A 13.
I got some boots I'm gonna make for you.
I got a 29.
A 29. Okay. Overall, that is it's a borderline success as a group. So actually, Antonio saved you guys because she rolled a 26. Was that a natural 1 or was it just a
No, just a 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let me change the music up here. You get some music. Come on. There we go. What would you guys like to do? I will give you one group action as a surprise for your planning.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm assuming.
yeah, my plan was to do a silent image of a guard running past just to the north side of the graveyard there between those two pillars
Okay.
This is the plan.
to get the attention of the ogres and presumably spiders.
Okay.
So it's a 60. It's a 60-foot radius,
All right.
And it's a 15-foot cube, but a 60-foot range.
And what spell are you casting?
Silent image.
Silent image.
Yep. It doesn't need to make a sound or anything like that, but it can move, and the movement shows like it is running.
Can I hold an action?
Yes.
I want to cast grease in between those pillars when I see them get right in front of it.
Okay. Anything else that you guys are doing?
I'm just readying an attack.
Ready to attack? Okay.
And I'm gonna hold up my components or my focus, and I don't know. I can't tell Alton what I'm doing, so never mind.
What's the weather like? I know that's
It's
a weird question.
It's muggy, and you can't really see the sky because of the way the canopy just grew over this.
Okay, perfect.
homestead.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
Just for RPG, RP.
So,
Can I ready an entangle spell
all right.
on one of the ogres when they get into a certain range?
And what's your range?
I would say if they're out outside of the greased area, that. Well, I don't know. I don't think I can. I don't know where Quinn's going to be casting the grease. Once they've breached the gates,
Okay.
I was hoping to entangle them.
And Connell, are you sending your silent image? Where is it?
So
running?
I want it to run from, let's see, 60 feet in front of me. I want to make it look like someone got up from where that guy's prone.
Like right
So like
here?
just yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I just kind of want to make it look like he came from there, and I want him to run towards those two pylons, like between them.
Alrighty. And you know what? For the sake of this, we're gonna play this out, but we're gonna get initiative so we can just roll with it once we start it. So why don't everybody go ahead and roll for initiative? Let me get a sheet.
I don't get disadvantage on initiative, right? It's just ability checks.
Yes, correct. You don't get disadvantage.
Cool. We're still gonna get our held actions, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
I've rolled under 10 once, and it was a 1, which I got to reroll as a lucky. I've now officially rolled a 2.
Oof.
All right. Let's see here. Let me just get this done. So we just go fast.
With Quinn, when he was holding up his spell components, I'm going to take that as a hint to do something if he does something.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd see me hold up like a little bit of butter.
I'll shake my head curiously, and I'll hold a ray of frost if I see him hit something like he usually does.
Okie dokie. Perfect. Okay, so 21 and up. Ooh, 15 to 20.
16 for me.
Okay, hold on. Let's see. Um, 10 to 15.
13 for Quinn.
I got a 14, Connell.
14 for Connell. 13 for Quinn. Who had a 16?
Dorspira.
Dorspira. All right.
He's finally first.
Usually it's a long couple rounds for him. All right, so G, 5 to 10.
9 here.
9 for Alton. And then we have. All right. So
4 for Marlowe.
4 for Marlowe.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Just hoping to get a under 5.
All right. So Connell, you set off your silent image just as this soldier standing up and dashing out through, taking move. How much can you move that?
It doesn't say how far I can move it, but it's a 60-foot range.
Yeah, it usually just has to stay
So it's
within.
so as long as it's like within 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. So you send it off. As soon as you create this image, you notice this spider jump out and this ogre drop his half of like the top half of the human body that he was shoving on this small tree. He just chucks it at the other monster, the other creature there. Hits him. Hey, what'd you do that for? And he just starts running through. You are casting Grease.
Grease, right in between there. When I see him get right there, I'm gonna cast Grease. It's a
Okay.
10-foot square.
All right. And that's a dex check for him.
That is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And what happens when he fails horribly?
Falls prone.
Falls prone. So he falls prone right here.
Well, what was it? Out of curiosity.
Natural 1.
All right, cool. Because
Yeah.
my DC is not high.
And this spider is going to start climbing up. That's all the movement. This guy is going to follow, but 5, 10, 15. He sees his guy, he says stupid, and he's going to try stepping on him and getting up to here.
That
So
would still be within the Grease, wouldn't it?
yeah, so he fails too. So he goes to step on the guy and just